Good Sunday morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Inside West Virginia Politics. Boy, was it a busy week at the state capitol here in Charleston, but also a very busy week in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. We're joined today by Senator Shelley Capito, Republican of West Virginia. Good to have you on the program again, Senator.
Good morning. Thank you.
You were here in state this week to visit Minden in Fayette County, which has now been declared a federal Superfund site by the EPA. Talk about the importance of that designation and what happens next.
Well, we had the administrator of the EPA, Andrew Wheeler, was there, and I joined him and the governor to announce that the Minden site will be placed on the national priorities list. What this will do will be much deeper, more consistent, and more detailed investigation of contamination by PCBs, also the health conditions surrounding and related to that, and then the remediation plans that would have to follow. This is an issue that's been going on for decades. Several folks from Minden were there. They're very frustrated, very upset, and don't feel that they've gotten the attention and that they need. And with this designation, that will happen. They will get as thorough a review, as thorough an investigation as possible through the EPA and the DEP in West Virginia.
And, of course, we don't know yet how many federal dollars might be coming in to do this, but are they going after things like making sure people's drinking water is safe to drink, and then remedial measures if it's not, and dealing with those kinds of environmental concerns that most folks have?
Absolutely, we'll be dealing with all the environmental concerns. The drinking water is really not an issue in this case. However, there is a new sewer line going in that's disrupting the soil, that there is a source of concern. We heard stories of cancer clusters that are concerning the residents as well. Also, the removal of certain dirts that left, and where were they placed and where are they now in terms of possible contamination. It's a very far-reaching because it's been going on for so long, but this should be the solution that the folks of Minden have been looking for and that I've been pushing for.
I know not a lot has happened yet on the flooding front. The Joint Flooding Committee of the Legislature is meeting here this week, but can you update us on any new information from FEMA regarding flood aid to West Virginia after the 2016 floods?
Well, I mean, FEMA is remaining in constant contact with not just our office, but I know recently had a meeting with the County Commission with Kent Carper to talk about floodplains and flood insurance issues. So we are pushing hard again on the schools to make sure that the communication ball does not get dropped like it was before. And I did notice that the state legislature said that the residences should be top priority. I couldn't agree more, but the schools are very top priority as well.
We only have about 2 minutes left. I want to address two issues that are in the Commerce Committee, which you sit on this week, updating the broadband mapping of West Virginia and also trying to get your STEM legislation for kids through.
Well, I'll start with STEM. I just recently spent an afternoon with middle school girls and with some computer scientist women to inspire these girls for STEM careers. They're lifelong careers, science, technology, engineering, and math. And we want to get that interest down to the lower grades, where I think if you pick the interest up in the STEM fields, you're going to carry that through. And women are way underrepresented in these fields, so this will help with that. In terms of broadband, my Capito Connect, I'm fighting that digital divide every day. If we don't know accurately through the maps where service is offered, we can't fix the problem. This is about getting accurate maps into the hands of the FCC and others so that we can deliver the service.
You know, I was down in Kermit last week with your colleague, Democratic colleague, Elizabeth Warren in Massachusetts. She was having a campaign event. We couldn't get out on the cell phones there. It was very difficult. I mean, is that atypical of the problems we're having across the state and communities that really need broadband?
Well, I'd like to say it's atypical. It's actually very typical, and dropped calls. But if the map shows that you're served, yet your call gets dropped or you can't get service, then you can't fix the problem because it doesn't show there is one. That's why you need an accurate maps. We need an accurate map in Kermit and everywhere else around the state.
All right, we want to thank Senator Shelley Capito, Republican of West Virginia, joining us this week on Inside West Virginia Politics. We'll see you soon, Senator.